You really don't have to give me the silent treatment, you know. You're not giving me the silent treatment. That would be childish.
You said it.
So?
Have you got everything you need?
What do I need?
I don't know. Keys? Wallet? Do you want your phone?
Yes, Helen. I'm not a child.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
What on earth? What's that doing there?
Shh, it's not their fault.
Well, then whose fault is it?
Just be polite.
Don't know how polite I can be when there are roadworks blocking us from leaving our own property.
Well, be reasonable then.
Excuse me.
Shh.
Oh, shush. Excuse me.
Fat lot of good that did.
What did you expect?
No, Harry, what did you expect?
Well, you weren't much help, were you?
What was I supposed to say?
Anything, rather than just standing there.
I think you were doing quite enough talking for the both of us.
Didn't do much good though, did it?
Come on, we've only got 10 minutes. We need to pick up the pace.
Fine.
I don't know what you're moaning about. I'm not the one who always leaves it right down to the wire to get up for appointments.
Oh, I see. That's what earlier was all about, was it?
What do you mean, earlier?
The silent treatment.
I told you before, I was not giving you the silent treatment. I was just trying to be diplomatic.
So you were annoyed with me?
Maybe a little bit.
I'd say more than just a little bit.
Come on, 8 minutes to get there.
I don't know why we're rushing. We could have just rescheduled.
They would have charged us a missed appointment fee. It's not enough notice to rearrange. I know you hate the dentist, but if you go when you're supposed to, then nasty things like abscesses and cavities don't pop up.
I know.
Now you do sound like a baby.
Anyway, don't change the subject. You're annoyed with me because I didn't get up ridiculously early like you.
It wasn't that early.
It was for a Saturday.
Well, don't blame me. If you'd got on with booking an appointment when I asked you to, we could have gone at a more civilised time.
But you know I hate the dentist.
Yes, but I'm not your mother. Do I ask you to book my appointments?
No.
Well then, if you will put it off, you have to take what you can get. I could have taken the 7:30 appointment for next Wednesday, but I didn't think you'd want that either.
Oh, yuck. No thanks. Not right before work.
Well then.
You don't have to sound so smug about it. So being as it was you who booked it, it's not really my fault that I didn't get up early, is it?
You did have 2 alarms and the radio on.
So? Is it my fault that I'm allergic to getting up early at the weekend?
Come on, 5 minutes. I can see the corner. We're nearly there.
I don't think I can go any faster.
You'll have to. You need to do this more often. I've only got little legs and I'm not out of breath.
Yes, but you don't have any choice. Without a car, you have to walk. I'd like to see you choose to walk on a cold, rainy morning at 8 o'clock when the nice warm car beckons.
I suppose. Quite glad they're running late. Gives us a chance to catch our breath for a minute.
I wouldn't call a quarter of an hour a minute.
No. But at least you didn't have to rush straight in. You get some time to compose yourself.
Yes, I suppose.
And before you ask, yes, we do have to stay.
I wasn't going to ask that.
Whatever you say.
I'll tell you what I say. I say that gas company are going to hear from me.
Shh, calm down, Harry. We managed it one way or another.
Yes, but how irresponsible. To block off 4 driveways like that. What were we going to do? drive over everyone's lawns.
It is a bit inconsiderate.
It's ridiculous. I'm going to send them a strongly worded letter about this. In fact, I'm going to get a draft down right now.
Don't be silly, Harry.
I've got my phone. I can even send it right here, in an email.
Maybe you should think about it for a bit first. Give yourself time to cool off.
I don't want to cool off. I want to show them just how seriously I take it.
Here we go.
Right. Dear blah blah blah, I am writing to complain about... No, if I start it like that, they'll just chuck it straight in the bin. Got to be more subtle.
Why don't you try, I am writing in regard to the works which commenced on the road in front of my property on...
Yes, that's not bad. 2019, when I came out of my house... in order to begin my journey to a very important early morning appointment.
Isn't that a bit dramatic?
I want it to be dramatic, Helen. Let's see. Appointment. I found that use of my vehicle had been made impossible by the work which had already commenced. Oh, this is good. Without warning, directly adjacent to the end of my driveway. Yeah, and those of my immediate neighbours. It was therefore impossible, without causing great damage to neighbouring property, to move my own car from my private driveway onto the road to begin my journey.
This seems a bit strong. Couldn't we just ring them and ask how long it'll be going on for?
No, Helen. Fight fire with fire.
I wouldn't exactly call it fire.
Well, it is. You can't take these things lying down. Otherwise they just trample all over everyone.
I suppose so.
Now then, due to the unforeseen nature of these circumstances, there was not enough time before my appointment to arrange some alternative form of transport or to reschedule the meeting. Therefore, the lack of warning by your company... Is warning the right word?
I think so.
Does it make sense?
Makes sense to me.
Perhaps I should say the lack of any prior notice of these works. Yes, that sounds better. The lack of any prior notice of these works has caused myself and my wife considerable inconvenience and distress.
Distress?
Oh, you know them. You have to play it up a bit. Lay it on thick. Oh, you have to play it on... Oh, you know them. You have to play it up a bit. Lay it on thick.
Do you?
I would like to know when we can expect this inconvenience to cease, and when we can regain use of our private property as well as functionality of our vehicle and return to our daily routine uninterrupted. Many thanks for your...
Kind help?
Many thanks in advance, Harry Hudson.
I wouldn't expect a reply after that.
Oh, they'll reply. I've posted it to their public Facebook wall as well.
Oh dear.
Mr. Bradley?
I feel quite invigorated by that brisk walk. I know I'm used to it, but I don't usually do quite that distance in 14 minutes.
I still say I got up in plenty of time.
Yes, I suppose. But you had to walk all this way on an empty stomach. If you'd got up earlier, I could have made you a cooked breakfast.
Could you?
I've got everything in the fridge already.
Oh, but I don't like eating anything before the dentist. I feel too nervous. It would have only been wasted.
I forgot about that.
Turns out my lie-in wasn't such a bad thing after all. You should have joined me.
Shh.
That was The Hudsons, written by and starring Jamie Dyer as Harry and Jane Grandel as Helen. The announcer was Pete Lutz. The music was by Kevin MacLeod. This program was brought to you by Southwaves Audio.